And I think that if we can become men who understand that we're built from breaking the curse,
Yes, sir.
breaking the generational curses and the generational weight, and we say we're breaking it today, we win.
100%.
We win.
100%.
We change the families.
You changed the world.
Man, what's up, dude?
What is going on, brother?
How was the week?
The week was good. It was fast.
It was a
3-day
fast
work week. I had Monday off, and then today's my Friday off for work. And
Dang, dude.
yeah, dude.
I had a 3-day work week, but not because I was allowed to take it off. But I took I got a 3-day work week.
There you go.
Man, yeah, it was a good week. Anything crazy happened?
If you want to talk about crazy baptisms, there's a lot of baptisms at church, brother.
See, I wasn't even gonna go there yet.
God, we're there.
I have yeah. This week was cool for me though. My wife is out of town, and it's the first time in 7 years that she's been away from me and the kids. First time in 7 years. So daddy duty.
Yeah.
You know, I've been on daddy
24/7.
24/7, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm exhausted, but man, it's been cool to hang out with my kids and just do the thing.
For sure.
Do the dad thing. But dude, baptisms.
Dude.
Baptisms, bro. Let's talk about that. Y'all, most people probably don't know, but we go to the same church. It's where we're recording right now. One City Church in Chesapeake, Virginia. We both go here. We're recording in one of the rooms. It was a crazy weekend.
It was
crazy weekend. How many baptisms?
125.
125 baptisms. 125. Crazy part of it is that there was more spontaneous baptisms than there were people that signed up for it.
100%.
Favorite thing about that is when people are showing up to baptisms and you see people in like their jeans and sweaters getting into the tub
That's the best
to be
part.
baptized,
yeah, dude.
bro.
Just hopping into your regular clothes, like staying in your regular clothes and just jumping in.
Wild.
That's the best.
Wild. But so many stories came out of that and just got to, actively participate in these baptisms. And it was cool how we did it. We did it in the lobby.
Yeah.
Which was neat. And we projected it on the screen so that people within the auditorium can see it and experience it.
And I'll even throw it up on the screen. I'll show a clip of it.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. Yeah. So the church is moving. The church is growing. 125 blows my mind. And I just can't even think of the stories and the testimonies that came out of that day, came out of those baptisms. It was a wild experience. The other piece that stuck out to me was the families. Like, because usually when we do baptisms, we do it in the front with the stage, right? And then everybody sits in their seat and maybe some people come up and stand and watch their loved ones get baptized, right? This one was like everybody going to the auditorium, watch it on the screen. And then we had all the families around the baptismals out there in the lobby.
That was, it was crowded out there.
Wild.
The lobby was packed.
Wild.
So cool.
And then you had some family members jump in and get baptized when we did the spontaneous part. So
No. I went. So I was going to, but my family's been sick, and so they weren't here, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold off. But because I am baptized. Let me just clarify for everybody that's watching. I am baptized.
Yeah.
But that happened as a child, and that was more of like my mother wanted me to do it there. So that wasn't a personal choice per se. I was in 3rd grade, something like that. Yeah. And so now that I'm an adult and all that, and my faith has grown so much, I'm like, okay, I want to give my life and baptize again. But this time it comes from me and not somebody else's, you do this, what I mean? So
makes complete sense. I think it's similar. I remember getting baptized because I really understand it. It's just something cool that we did.
Right.
Saw a bunch of people doing it. I was like, had to have been some root planted, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I remember my parents getting me to do it, not making me do it.
Yeah.
And then the second time I was baptized, it took a couple washes for me. It took a couple washes to get it stuck, dude.
Yeah.
But the second time,
I think that's why it's so important for it to be your choice. Like, it's instead of it being like a ceremonial type thing where it's like pre-planned and you're a kid and mom and dad's making you do it. I think you only really needed that once or twice times because you're choosing to do it. You're choosing to give your life instead of just following some norm.
Yeah. I wonder if a lot of people understand what it actually means.
I don't think they do.
Like baptisms are that outward expression, right? That outward expression of our faith. We see. I'll tell you what. You can't go wrong if Jesus did it.
Right.
You probably should do it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it says be baptized. And when Jesus is baptized, Holy Spirit falls on him, and then we see him commission the disciples to go out and baptize people in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. you can pretty much assume that it's probably good for you to be baptized.
100%. And the cool thing is he was baptized by, obviously John the Baptist. And, John's like, brother, who am I to baptize you? Yeah. And so I think that's kind of cool too, that people can kind of be like, you don't have to be baptized by somebody. Like, you know what I mean? By some person.
Right.
Anybody could really do it. If they follow in the faith and all that.
Yeah.
I think they're, a perfect candidate. And kind of like what you were saying, I don't think a lot of people really truly, like, unless you're really doing it, understand.
Right.
Because, like, I heard this thing that I thought was perfect, because you know how Jesus died for us, right?
Yeah, heard that one before.
He died for us. When you get baptized,
yeah,
essentially you're dying for him.
Oof, dying to ourselves and
you're
to be
killing
like,
your old self.
Yeah,
your old self is gone. You gave that life to Jesus. You gave your life to him, and now you're following in his steps.
Like, just committed to following in his steps, doing what he says to do. It gives this the best leadership principles, the best everything. Man. And that outward expression. And then even with the eunuch, like when, that story where he says, what do I need to do to be qualified to get baptized? Right. And it's like nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. We see him go into the water and be baptized. Man, didn't even want to go there in that conversation. But if you watch this and you're wondering, like, what do I need to do to earn my right to be baptized? Man, you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Mm-hmm. You follow him. And then you just say, I want to get baptized, and you go.
Absolutely.
And I think that is something that you don't have to qualify. There's no checklist.
Right.
Accept Jesus. If you believe Jesus is your Lord and Savior, you can be baptized.
And there's no age limit. You don't have to be a baby to be baptized.
Yeah.
Jesus was in his 30s. He was 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Yep.
Something like that. Yeah. And so I'm like, a lot of people, I feel like if they weren't baptized as a kid, they feel like they can't go get baptized. Or if they were baptized as a kid, they're like, oh, well, I was already baptized.
Yeah.
Go get baptized, bro. And if that's going to spiritually wake you up too, like, say if you're just somebody who has that mindset of I'm already saved, but you're still, if that was so many years ago or whatever, and you've been living a crazy life just because that happened as a kid, do it again.
Yeah. Dude, think about this, is that Jesus's like ministry Jesus didn't start his ministry until he was baptized.
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Jesus didn't go into the wilderness until he was baptized. And it says, like, God was pleased with his son, and the dove came. Yeah. It's like, until Jesus did that's an important step, right? Jesus could not continue with his ministry. It could not. The greatest ministry and mission that has ever been, that was ever been and ever will be, Jesus' ministry did not start until the baptism happened.
Right.
So the other thing is that Jesus was perfect.
100%.
Right? Jesus was perfect. Yeah. So I hear a lot of people that are like, man, we got to go in, and we're so messed up. We're so dirty. We're so that Jesus was perfect and got baptized.
Exactly.
You can be a Christian and be baptized.
Yes.
Like, there is no, like, you have to be the worst of the worst to be baptized and be made better.
Right.
Focus on the public declaration of it. But dude, it was such a cool weekend. That was a crazy tangent. But that was such a cool weekend. One of the things that also I saw come out of that is there were a lot of people that were like the same story of, hey, I want to do this for me this time because I don't want to be defined by my family in the past.
Right.
And I started looking at that, and the message along that lines was about like generational curses,
100%.
which I hear so many people talk about generational curses and being defined by generational curses, and then you have people that start bringing in deliverance and all these different things, and it seems super complicated.
Yeah.
But these generational curses, man, I don't think it's that complicated to break as it is a choice.
Right.
But I think a lot of times the generational curse feels like a bigger weight that we can't shed, and we don't necessarily know how to get out of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can totally feel trapped. Because if it's something that's been going on, like you said, for generations, and it's kind of like the old saying that I can't stand, but this is how we always did it, or this is how, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that saying, dude.
And I'm just like, so, but the generational curses is for sure, you're kind of brought up, it takes that want or will to change because, it's been this way for so long. So now you look like the oddball out because you're starting to make sense, and everybody else around you is like, no.
Yeah. It's like, how do you break that?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because I think about, you're right. And like finding that courage where it's, how do I find that courage to finally be the one to say I'm going to do it? You know what I mean? Right. Because think about it. Like if you're a kid, right? And you have people that have been doing something for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you're the one that you don't automatically become an adult.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Become the kid.
Yep.
It's like the words that are spoken over to you at a young age also are going to play into your ability to get out of that generational curse.
Right.
And I mean, like, I don't know about you, but as a dad, I have to watch what I say on my kids.
Yeah, 100%.
I have to watch what I say on my kids all the time, because I don't want to, as much as I don't want to a generational curse to continue, I also don't want to be the start of one.
Right. You don't want to cause
you know
one.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, but just the way that I speak, I have to be so intentional with it.
Yeah, because for me, I grew up in a way, let me just put it to you this way. I lead my kids way different than I was brought up. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I had my father, I had my mother.
Yeah.
But like everything, even down to discipline, I don't discipline the same way. And I watch what I say. Like I don't curse I don't curse at all anymore.
Yeah.
Ever since I met Jesus, like last summer, like my cursing stopped.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
There's a lot of people that need to meet some Jesus, because I hear a lot of cussing Christians, bro.
dog.
A lot of cussing Christians.
There's a lot.
These cussing Christians need to get it together.
Hey,
I'm not looking at the camera right now, but there's a lot of cussing Christians out there right now that's driving me nuts.
You need to look at the camera and say it.
Yeah. Hey, cussing Christians, you need to clean your mouth up.
Pull it together.
You need to wash your mouth out with some soap, some holy soap. All right? You know what the holy soap is? Go get that Dove bar and put it in there. Yeah, Jesus was baptized and the dove met him. You need to put a Dove bar in your mouth and stop cussing so much.
Yeah,
anyways,
man. It's just simple things like that, though. Raising your kids in a way, because right now, I mean, especially in the house, you want that to be spick and span, because the second they walk out the door, who knows what they're hearing,
bro,
or seeing.
You catch a YouTube commercial wrong,
right?
I better not get docked in the algorithm for that.
I'm saying,
but you catch the wrong commercial or wrong ad, bro, you can go onto kids' videos right now, the kids sections of these video platforms,
and you're gonna catch something.
And you're catching some stuff.
You're gonna catch something.
So you just got to be ultra aware of what people are picking up and what kids are watching, and you're speaking over them, what you're allowing into it.
Right.
But yeah, so you talk differently to them.
Yeah, talk different. Treat them, dog. I spend so much time with my kids. Like I couldn't. When I'm thinking back, like my parents, our time spent was during sports.
Yeah.
Right. We were very active in sports. I grew up playing baseball from 6 years old to 18 years old. Pretty much all our time spent was at the ball field and stuff like that. And I had my kids in sports, but I also spend so much time with my kids at home and playing and going outside, whatever. I didn't really have that. That's not how we grew up. I grew up in, I'm showing my age, but I grew up in the 90s. I was born in 90. I'm 35 years old.
I'm an 80s baby, bro. 89, but I'm gonna take it.
They take it, bro. Take it. But yeah, and so we grew up different. And like I was outside all the time as a kid.
Yeah.
And I was just roaming the streets, and when the lights came on, I was at the house. Like I had standard rules. And we don't live in that kind of world anymore. And so I think the cool thing back then was our parents at least trust us enough. Yeah. And the world wasn't so crazy enough to where we were able to go out.
Yeah. Bro, I saw a 3-year-old making a TikTok video with a cell phone and some headphones, some Beats by Dre. You know what I mean? I was like, how's this 3-year-old have a cell phone in a briefcase? Like, what's happening right now? These kids are crazy.
Go touch some grass, man. That's what these kids say. Go touch some grass.
Hey, you gotta be careful what you say about that right now, though.
That is true. We're touching some different kind of grass.
Hey, we're talking about that true green grass that sprouts from the ground.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's a different world, and those generational curses can feel as if like it's never broken. I mean, generational curse of poverty, generational curse of so many different things, where they feel like it's just a never-ending cycle of why it can't be broken, like why you can't get out of it. So during those baptisms, I'm talking to some people, and they're like, "So this is my stand. This is the time where I'm putting my foot down, and I'm like, so I'm gonna be the person that says no. I'm going to be the person that says, let's change the generations. Let's set them up for success. Because as much as you could have hundreds of generations before you ruin it for you, you still have a choice.
You have a choice.
God gives us free will.
Yep.
Like we have a choice right then, right now to say, okay, what is going to be the difference? Will I be the difference maker?
Absolutely.
And I think as dads right now, we cannot be, even men in general, we cannot be the ones that are going to excuse the way we live because of all the excuses we have for the past.
100%.
Like the past can't do that. We cannot fall into those excuses, because if we do, we're not just sacrificing our life, we're sacrificing generations to come.
Absolutely. And that's one of the big things for baptisms, right? I mean, you get baptized, you're supposed to leave. You're supposed to break it all right then. You're making that decision right then and there to break any chain that you have bound to you from the past. And you're making a change.
Yeah.
And so that's why baptism, I think, to me is so important, especially the ones that are, like I'm saying, really in it.
Yeah.
Really committed, saying, take my life.
Bro, there were some kids like had their hands on their parents being baptized, and parents had their hands on their kids baptizing them. And man, I think it's just so cool.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool to see dads and this is like the coolest thing to see is dads being able to step up and say, hey, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to make a thing. So the premise of today, built for, I always like to put a little word to it, right?
Yeah.
And so I came up with this today. You tell me how you feel about it. Built for breaking it.
Yes, sir.
Built for breaking it. I should have said the title at the beginning, probably 10 minutes ago. But built
Editing,
for,
bro.
built for breaking it.
Built for breaking
and
it.
I think that if we can become men who understand that we're built from breaking the curse,
Yes, sir.
breaking the generational curses and the generational weight, and we say we're breaking it today, we win.
100%.
We win.
100%.
We change the families.
You changed the world.
Say that again.
You changed the world.
Change the world, man.
Yeah.
We changed the world. And I think you can easily be like, well, how could I change the world by one decision? And I don't know about you, but I go to the Bible.
Yeah.
I go to the Bible. And on the last thing I know, like you and I talked, we're like, man, we need to be in the Word a little bit more.
100%.
Because our words are cool, but God's words are real cool, man.
Those are the words.
Those are the words.
Right.
And if we're not pulling from the Bible, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Just to hit on that real quick before you dive in.
No, you're good, man. I'm just going to open it up.
This Bible right here, I've had since I was baptized as a kid.
Dude, for real?
I have read it more.
Feel the anointing.
I have read it more in this past year than I had in the previous 25 years.
Wow.
All this wear has come from this year.
Really?
This thing was basically pristine.
Really? Hey.
And
I got a freshie, dude.
that one's clean.
This
bro.
one's
I like
fresh.
I like it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This one's like a couple weeks old. It didn't like. I'm holding it right now and just feel the weight of not ruining this thing.
Little baby.
Yeah.
Baby. See, it's peeling off.
Oh no. Look. Those are clean pages.
Yeah, that's clean.
Yeah. So,
But yeah,
this one isn't experienced yet. As this one is
but
just
to our point, even back to age and baptism, it's never too late to open this book.
No, true.
Bro. It is never too late to say, look, I need some guidance, I need some wisdom. I think the best place you will ever find any of that is in this book.
Yeah.
100%. Like that's.
What version is that?
New King James.
New King James.
Yeah.
I got the
But I want a different one though.
bro.
So I want to be able to read it and know what it's saying.
Just get an English one. You got it.
I just gotta. I thought about. So which one is this?
So this is why I went and got a fresh one. So I have ESV,
Okay.
which I love ESV,
Yeah.
and then I have NASM, New American Standard. Sorry, NASB,
Okay.
not NASM. NASB,
Yeah.
New American Standard Bible, which it reads very similar to the original texts.
Okay.
So
that's what I want,
What I've
but-
noticed about Bibles, and this is something because I think I'm gonna be honest with you, I think there's good versions of this. I don't ever want to have to translate a Bible. That's a lot of pressure.
Right.
But what I've noticed is that a lot of Bibles have watered down what the original words meant, and almost say it just makes you feel better and an easier read. I don't want an easier read.
Right.
Give me the word.
See, what I really want, and I don't know, people have different opinions and all this and everything, but the one I really want to read is the Ethiopian Bible. And the reason why I say that is just
The
because
Ethiopian Bible.
the Ethiopian Bible has every book ever written. Nothing's been taken out. Nothing's been removed. And so
I'm gonna have to double check Wes Huff on that. I don't know anything about the Ethiopian Bible.
look it up, Google it, whatever. But it's basically like Enoch is in there. Everything's in there. There's nothing removed.
Okay.
And so I don't have all the details downloaded right now into my brain, but that's kind of what I've been pushing. But also, like I said, and differ from what you said. I want to be able to just read it and kind of understand. But I also read the Bible too at the same time to not understand.
Right.
Because I feel like there's so much in here that as people try to because the problem with people, we think too much.
Yeah.
We think too much, and we'll take something that's basic and make it very complicated, and then try to take something that's very complicated and make it very basic.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? And so a lot of times,
got me over here looking up that I don't even know what that is.
It's just
you're about to get blasted in the comments about some Ethiopian Bible. I'm gonna let you know right now.
It's supposed to just be the oldest version.
I got you.
Oldest version of a Bible.
Hey, well, you know who's gonna let us know?
Jared,
but also
the comments.
The 70 people that watch this and let us know that you're either right or wrong.
And guess what? If I'm wrong, I edit these videos. I clip this whole section out.
That's solid. That's solid. So, dude, I was like, man, so crazy stuff when you start looking at examples of this, right?
Yeah.
And one of the examples that I look at generational curses and saying, okay, not necessarily like there's a whole nother section of this of deliverance, and you can pray and break you probably heard that before, like break the chain, break the generational curse, right? Yeah. And I want to make sure that people understand that it doesn't necessarily just happen with deliverance. There also has to be a choice. Like there's a deliverance, but there's also a decision.
100%,
right?
100%.
And I think a lot of people can decide to change. And then, sure, deliverance and all that different prayer needs to happen to clean things out, like that deep cleaning. But there sometimes has to be a decision. And I was reading, have you ever dove into the book of, in 2nd Chronicles, the Hezekiah, story of Hezekiah? So the dude's not a good dude. He's not somebody in the face.
No, he like burned his kids.
Yeah. Had to make a decision right here to say, so I'm going to do what is right.